Okay, I was not happy with that big gun exhaust, so I ended up with a FMF Powercore 4. It will fit a factory header with this sleeve. I do have a FMF header on the way, but for now I'm just going to run it with this on a factory header, which I do have wrapped, just for sound comparison. To install this, it's pretty easy. Loosen the two nuts on the header, and then you take that bolt loose, this bolt out, this bolt out, and then the factory muffler will come off. I do usually remove this heat shield because it's hard to get at that. You use the white portion of the heat shield, but not the black, I believe. I'll show you how to do that towards the end of the video. So I'm going to go ahead and rip the factory exhaust off and put this in place. Okay, this is the sleeve. Well, I've got it set in there now, but as you can see, there's a little lip here. This insert is only used with the factory header. Now, I've used high temp silicone to hold that in. You also put high temp silicone inside here and on the factory header to seal the FMF muffler onto the header. You do not clamp it. Now, to remove the factory heat shield, the part you need, the white part, there is a screw here, there is one here, and then these three are underneath the heat shield, but I just kind of stabbed my screwdriver down in there, got on them, made sure I was on them good, and then I'm just going to screw them out and take them apart. You apply a little bit of pressure and it falls apart like this, and then this part just lifts off. Then we need to attach it to this bracket. Okay, I've got the factory bolt in here, which is not correct. I just use that to hold the exhaust. You need to use this bolt and that washer to do this. So, actually, wait a minute. No, I'm sorry. You use the washer and that little guy on the front. That bolt and the factory nut go on here from the back to hold this on. So this will take place of the factory bolt, use the factory nut, and we should have it on. Okay, I've got the FMF supplied bolt through the back, and the reason you need to use their bolt is because it's longer because of the guard. And this guard that we took apart earlier, there's a little bit of slop in those screw holes, so you can adjust it to get your panel gap right if you need to do that. I really don't care, it's on there, and I'll see how close it is. These other pieces of hardware are for the front, which should be slightly difficult to get to, but I think I can slide my hand up from the bottom and get that on there. Also, this vent where my finger is might be a good place to put an Allen wrench through. Okay, what I mentioned a few seconds ago, which was a few minutes ago in actuality, but a few seconds ago in the video, you can get right through that vent to that little Allen bolt there to hold the front of the guard on. I got the back loose. I'm going to tighten that up in a second, but the panel gap is pretty close. It's close enough for me. Okay, I went through, tightened up all my bolts, including my header, and I wiped it clean, and now we're going to go ahead and start it up and see what it sounds like. Okay, after letting the silicone dry, I should have said that before you started up to see how it sounds, let the silicone cure. I did that. Not really. I took it out for a test drive, and honestly, I wish I would have got this instead of the Evo R. It sounds so much better. Oh, and that smoke's normal. It's just a cutting fluid and shielding that they had on the muffler inside to keep it from rusting, burning off. It's fine. I wish I would have got this instead of the Evo R. The big gun does not fit the factory header, which was a negative. I ended up buying the Evo R head pipe counterpart, and it did free up the bike a lot. It feels like it has better throttle response. It feels like it accelerates better with an aftermarket pipe. This I don't know what the big gun feels like, just the big gun, because it doesn't fit the factory header, but just the FMF Powercore 4 by itself, it doesn't free up the bike as much as a big gun and the big gun header did, but I'm sure once I get the FMF header on here, which I have a power bomb coming, it'll be just as good. So sounds awesome. It's loud, but I can cruise around town in 4th gear and not aggravate anybody. It's louder in stock, obviously, but you don't perceive it as that much louder in stock when you're just coasting around town. So when you get on it, you know you got a pipe, but it's not as loud as the Evo are, which I like. So I'm very happy with it. It's going to continue to smoke for quite a while, just getting all that coating off of it, but there we go. Easy enough installation, and I am very happy with it.